Hey, Ho Squad. So I decided, isn't this a perfect time to talk about this fragrance that we have all been dying for? We've been trying to get our hands on it since we first saw it appear on Fragrantica. So I decided to fluff my hair, put on some gloss. Of course, I'm ready for bed. My skincare is done. And now let's talk about LaBelle Fleur Terrible. All right, now, before we get to the star of this video, we're gonna talk about the ones that came before. So I wanna give us a little vibe on all three of them. We're gonna compare them and say what's the differences and everything. Now, because of course, some of us are LaBelle fans, we know about them. Some of us who are watching this might not know about all of the LaBelles, but we're gonna talk about them. So let's talk about them in order. So now we have this. This is the original LaBelle. Now, when we first saw LaBelle, we were told 3 notes: pear, vanilla, and vetiver. And that's all they told us, but we loved it. It is sweet, it is juicy, it is fruity, it is flirty. This is flirty. When I think of LaBelle, I think of flirty. I think of brunch dates. I think of being in a very flirtatious mood. That is what LaBelle is. So next on the lineup is LaBelle Le Parfum. Now, he gave us a few notes for this one too: pear, tonka bean, jasmine, and vanilla. And baby, she is sexy. She brings it. She is that dark, sexy big sister of LaBelle. That is LaBelle Le Parfum. Now, let's talk about this new one. We have been waiting for this one. We have been waiting. And let me tell you how I got this one. I wound up getting this because I was in a fragrance group and someone was talking about it. And then someone asked, well, where did you get it from? And they posted up a link to where they got it from in France, because this is not in the States yet. And that's why we've all been waiting. And we've been waiting patiently. But then I got impatient and I found it overseas. So I said, let me snatch this when I can get it. So I did. And I ordered from this French website. So here it is. This is LaBelle Fleur Terrible. Now, let's just take a moment to talk about the beauty of this bottle. The other LaBelles are beautiful, but this one takes it to another level. She's a different color. She has this beautiful floral applique right here. These are stunning for your vanity. Any of them is stunning for the vanity, but this one takes it to a new place. So now let's talk about this fragrance. Now, this one gives us 3 notes. It gives us water lily, iris, and vanilla. But let me tell you something about this. Just like the original LaBelle, which when we first heard about it had 3 notes, which they have now released more notes for it, letting us know that we were correct, that there was more to that fragrance. This is the same way. So when I put it on, you get that it has a watery aquatic vibe to it. But as you wear it, you get that juicy pear note. So I get that juicy pear vibe from it. Even though they don't say pears in here, it definitely has this juicy, fruity kind of pear vibe to it. Now, that water lily gives it that aquatic vibe. And then you get the iris. And so it has a powderiness to it, and it's sweet, and it gets sweeter as you wear it. It is beautiful. It is slightly different, but still very much the LaBelle DNA. So if you're one of those type of people who, when you get a flanker, you want it to be similar, this gives you the similarities, but it has enough differences to make it stand out and make it a good flanker. Because a good flanker to me needs to have some uniqueness to it that sets it apart from the original, from the pillar fragrance. And that is what this does. So it lasts long. It is very flirtatious. It is very sexy in its own way. So that is LaBelle Fleur Terrible. Now I've worn it a few times and I really love it. It is very beautiful on the skin. So let's talk about the comparison. Now, so this is what I thought. And when I was wearing it, I said, how do I describe this in reference to the other LaBelles? So let me tell you how I came up with this. LaBelle and LaBelle Fleur Terrible are like fraternal twins. See what I'm saying? They're sisters. They're fraternal twins because they have some similarities, but they're different enough that you know, oh, they're similar, so you get that twin vibe to them, but they're different. So they're not identical twins, they're fraternal twins to me. They're both flirtatious. These are very flirty fragrances. They're very, very juicy, very sweet, very elegant, but they do have enough of a difference that they're twinish, but not identical. So they are fraternal twins. And then of course, as I've always said, LaBelle is the deep, dark, sexy big sister. This is for late nights. This is for romantic evenings. This is for those seductive moments. That is LaBelle Le Parfum. This is your lunch dates, your brunch dates, your cuddle time, your, kind of light and flirtatious, when you are just exuding off that summertime sexy, that summer sexy, where it's a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter during the day, like me going to hang out with somebody on their boat or going to a rooftop bar and having drinks. That is what LaBelle Fleur Terrible is. Even though we know that LaBelle is the same, but if you want to change it up, you'll use this one because it's a little aquatic, a little more floral, a little more, it's a little more 2022, because we're in the space now where people are a little bit lighter, a little bit more transparent, kind of want that vibe that's a little more natural, a little more lightweight. It's a little more lightweight. And so that's what it gives, that 2022 vibe, sort of like a Glossier You vibe, you know what I'm saying? But still giving you the longevity, the projection, the sexiness, the flirtatiousness, the playfulness that you expect from the LaBelles, from the LaBelle. All right, so I hope that helped you out. Do I like it? I really do. Am I glad to have it? I sure am. It is definitely a good part. It is definitely a great addition to my collection. And yes, I will be wearing it this summer with its sweet aquatic vibe. All right, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.